It's like everything starts to feel tight and constricting and like I can't breathe. Especially when I turn on the camera for some reason. I don't know what it is about the camera that makes me just So I think I just need to do this more often, first of all. Secondly, we are here together and I think that's really special. So thanks for being here with me in this moment that I'm having. I want more for myself. I'm not a project. I am a project. I like projects. Projects are fun. But I've also heard I'm not a project. I'm not ongoing, always have to be better because I'm not good enough now. It feels like I sort of rise out of something and I feel more aware than normal. And then once I'm aware, I start to notice and dislike, notice and judge, maybe. I judge. Is it something that I feel or am I creating something? Is the thought coming from a feeling? It's like it's activating for me. The camera maybe trying to talk about how I feel right now. I guess I am checking in. I want to do more check-ins. I think that there's an important part of this that's important for me and really good for me to just keep up with. I feel a lot and I'm not sure how much of it is the real feeling or how much of it is just insecurity or judgment of some kind. I'm not sure, but I simultaneously feel like I'm doing my best and also feel like I can do better. So that's where I'm at. And maybe it's true. Maybe that's why this time is so confusing, because it feels very incredibly paradoxical. And that can be hard to deal with when both things are true. It's kind of like in between the paradox is where I exist, but like infinitely. So when it becomes an infinite thing, there's no longer anything. It becomes one, right? It becomes one. So there's no longer a duality. There is no paradox. When you're the infinite middle. Okay. So yeah, I guess I can update really quick on this evolving vision, is using art and play and having play is such an important aspect. You know, what is play? What does play even mean? What does it mean to play? What does it mean to play? And why is it so good for us? Why does it feel so good to play? Not at first, right? Though, there's a little bit of ooh, insecurity, fear of whatever. But play feels good. It really does. It feels good in the body, and that's why that stuckness, that stuck feeling, and it lives in my shoulders and it lives in my chest. I painted this. I painted this a couple days ago, question mark. At first I hated it, and now I feel like I can see the potential for it. I can almost see where it's going. Anyway, I can see where that's going. I can see where that's going now, so I feel a little bit better about it. And I have a lot to do. I need to work on my grad school application. I have homework that I need to attend to for every single class. That's crazy. What's crazy is I keep feeling like I am doing my best and keeping up as best as I can. And then Monday comes and there's so much to do, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and I don't know. It's really strange. I need water and I need to get started, I guess. So okay, so cool. So cool. Thanks for being here. Again, you know, it's really just, in some ways, all you can do is surrender to the mystery. It comes to a point where that's what it is. I hope you're well, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Oh.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Bessie should pick up a big handful and throw
I think I'll start off today by reading a little snippet of this book. No matter what tools you use to create, the true instrument is you, and through you, the universe that surrounds us all comes into focus. Which is so funny because this camera is giving me grief over sometimes not being in focus, which I think it's fine right now, but been acting up. And I think that's really actually the point of what I feel right now, coming in from a lot of different places. It's creativity, self-expression, sharing myself with the world. And so often I end up feeling like what I have to offer or share or say, it's just better left not said. Like, where does that come from? I know on some level that it's not true. I know that I have lots of awesome value to offer the people around me. And yet, there is still this, when there's something to say, or I'm maybe trying to say something, but I have all sorts of stuff going on that I want to share, so just spit it out, right? My grad application, my application for graduate school is due tomorrow. It's due tomorrow. I am done with it, I think. I just need to double check it and then I'll turn it in. And then I will be applied to graduate school. I am applying to graduate school for an OT doctorate program, which I'm really excited about. And so that's been occupying so much of my time and my brain space and my energy and everything, which is, again, pretty cool. I feel like I want to show you my plant because it also kind of, I feel it represents me. Is it sad though? Well, here we go. Behold my plant. It's funny how it's still fine. The plant is fine. The plant is beautiful and thriving and it's happy. It just went through a tough time. It went through it. Can I pull these out yet? Not quite. Oh, that happens sometimes. But everything's fine. Everything's great. We are happy. We are thriving. Chronically dehydrated, maybe, is what this is giving. Anyway, there's that update. What other updates do I have for you? I'm having a slight stress rash on my hand because of this. The camera gives me stress, but I want to get better at making videos. I want to make cool videos. I want to record cool videos. I want to edit cool videos. So this is me trying to do that, I guess. Welcome to the process. There's just so many cool things that I want to make. I want to make things and I want to make cool things. There's so many different things. It feels weird to say that because it sounds like I have these ideas in my head, which I don't necessarily. I feel like I know how I want it to feel, but I don't know what it is or how exactly it looks or what. So sometimes it feels that school takes over when it's happening, and I can find little moments. For example, this painting, I can find little moments of creativity, little sparks of fun and being creative, but I want that to be more of a flow. And I know I feel like I keep saying this over and over, and I've been saying it for years, it feels like now, and I think that every time I get a little bit better, or something gets better, or something, but here we are again. Welcome back to what I want to change. Look at this stress rash happening. Do you even see it? No, but that's okay. I really do need to examine where that comes from in me that feels what I'm about to say isn't really worth it. It's like, okay, it's time to say something. It's like, what could I possibly say that would actually bring life into this moment right now? When really, I'm the only one here, and you, so I'm not the only one here, which is crazy. This idea of the observer and the observed being the same. Right now, in this moment, I feel like I'm not being observed because it's just a camera. You're just a camera. But you are on the other side of this camera, so like, multi-dimensionally, we're both here right now. And I think maybe that's part of, do you see it now? I want you to see my rash. Oh, there it is. Nice. Maybe that's part of why this feels hard and weird and strange, because I can feel myself being observed, but there's nobody here, and it's a kind of disorienting feeling. And that's an interesting thing about filming myself. It's the same though. It doesn't matter what I'm filming. Whatever that is being fundamentally changed and altered because it is being observed. So then, if one person is observing something, the observer and the observed, but if it's like one thing and a lot of people are observing it, Does it still morph? It must. It must. It can't be different. So, but like how? How does that, you know what I mean? It almost feels like, how do I make cool things just by tapping into everybody? You know what I mean? I almost want to like point to this seemingly empty form of space and say, look at this cool thing. Look at this cool thing I made. Look at it. And together we can look at it and it'll form. And I can be aware of that forming and form it as it's forming and just kind of tap into it, plug in, record it, edit it, do whatever needs to happen for it to be, and then present it. And then everybody will get the thing that they had already kind of envisioned. I'm just kind of bringing it into the world, but it's not my creation. And that's kind of how I feel here too, maybe, that it's not my creation. I don't really want it to be my creation, because again, when I'm thinking about what do I have to offer the world, it's like, I'd rather stay quiet. I'd rather stay quiet and observe the things that the world is offering me, because in a way that's, I don't want to say that's more interesting, because I do offer, but it's maybe it's real that when I offer things to myself, sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. So often it's not. So often it's not like a real thing. I'm not pulling it out of the truth of the experience, or I'm not listening for the truth of the experience. Instead, I'm creating some kind of truth. And that doesn't work for me. That's where my anxiety comes from, I'm sure of it. And so many other things. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to create. So then it becomes, well, am I creating something by forming it in my own mind? Is it my own thoughts? Is it my own thing that I'm giving? Or is it something that I'm tuning into and just becoming the conduit of? I've always felt that I am the conduit of my paintings and things of this nature, but I think that it's just more of that. It's just more of tapping in and tuning in and bringing it about. Oh. Why? Like, what are you doing? What's wrong? Everything's okay. Everything's okay. A little introduction to this video is that it's just a bunch of shots. A compilation of videos. Wow. Videos of my life. This is me practicing making videos. This is me practicing being a conduit, but also realizing that I do have my own life and things happen, and why do I feel like it's not interesting? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's really not. I don't know. Does it matter? Does it actually matter? Because the truth is, I actually think it's very interesting. I actually love it. I love it. I think it's fun. I have a great time. And here are little snippets that I recorded to share. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for being here, and here we go. So then maybe that's when I'll put in the check-in. I'm like trying to edit the video as I go. Well, then I guess that's it. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, the mirror is the best.